My favorite part is, well, two parts. One, coming down and setting up and seeing all the other art teachers from around town. It's the best energy in the world. And the second part is having the kids come and all dressed up nicely and bringing their parents and bringing their friends, and they're so proud of their work and they're taking pictures of themselves in front of their work, and it's an experience that's going to last forever.
Today's event here at One Congress Plaza is our opening reception for our district-wide art show celebrating Youth Art Month. This is an exhibit for viewing, and while we're viewing, Rocket Guitar Ensemble will be playing. We also get cookies from the Clifton Center, and they're baked by students over there. We also have a t-shirt sale that's going on, and the t-shirt design was done by one of our elementary students. We also have one of our billboards up, because we have 10 billboards around the city advertising this show, and it's designed by a high school student.
My favorite thing about art is that we use different things that I haven't used before.
Seeing the details of my art.
My favorite part about art is getting to create something that wasn't there before.
I like how we paint and do, like, when it's like 3D, we pop it out. I like that part.
All of this artwork is from all of our AISD schools. Every school and every art teacher chooses artwork and brings it down and installs it. There's just about every kind of media you could imagine in this art show. We have textiles, drawings, charcoal, Prismacolor pencil, pastels, oil pastels, paintings, oil paintings, watercolor paintings, acrylic paintings, tempera paintings. There are prints, there are mixed media. We have ceramic work here. There's lots of photography.
I think we're all a little bit overwhelmed by how large the show is. It's pretty impressive.
We estimate the number of works to be between 1,500 and 5,000. Elementary teachers bring 6 poster boards of work, but there may be more than one piece on a poster board. And secondary teachers have 2 art display panels, so they decide how many they're going to bring and fit them on there. Plus we have the 3D works on the pedestals.
Once that was dry, I got a blue paint and did the exact same thing where I dipped it in the paint and then I wiped it off on a paper towel to give it a smoother look. I have a 3D porcupine and then I have a 2D self-portrait, and I did it shading pencils and it's black and white.
I used like pastel oils. I erased and I did details, and like I made it like kind of shadow kind of.
I like drawing my saxophone. It's the hardest one in my class, so I spend a little more time on it.
I drew my face into a collage of shapes. I used color pencils to fill in the blank spaces.
This one is my favorite because it shows the internal conflict that I had on myself. About a dark time I had where I was just really bad, and all I could think about was really bad things. It took me a minute to overcome all of it. And that's why it shows Angel struggling and the bad guy being happy and thriving. I made this using pencil, color pencil, and pen.
It's a tiger, chalk pastel.
Art's important for her education because it allows her to, number one, express herself and create, but also to problem solve and to get to know more about who she is and what she values and what she thinks about, and then actually turn that into something that she then can use to communicate those things to other people. And so it's just as important as writing, and just as important as speaking, and just as important as a way of expression. And I just really appreciate her getting that opportunity in her education.
I think art is important because it shows the feeling.
I can't really express my feelings in any other way besides art. I'm not really good at music. Music's not my thing. Dancing, none of that stuff. Using my hands and making things with my hands is what I do.
It's very important for students to have this visual intelligence. It's another language, it's another way of learning.
As a parent, art is a way for my children to be creative at school and at home. I really believe that it's important for them to have a creative side of their life.
The parents that come and view their students' artwork are so excited. They're so proud, and I think they're really amazed at what their child has done in the art classroom, and I think that again reflects back on our excellent programs here in AISD and the great teaching that we have by our art teachers.
I've been, like I said, teaching for 21 years, and to see students that come back, and some of the other from some of the other schools, I've seen them in all walks of life. A few years ago, I had some of my former students even working here at this building, and it's a really rewarding thing to have students remember and come back to see you. It makes you feel good, feel like you've really impacted their lives.
The future for the arts programs in AISD, I think, looks very good. We have huge support from our community, our city, our parents, and our administration, and our teachers. We are holding on to these programs, and there's support there, and it's showing in that we're hearing that these are important. These are important to our students, to our parents, to our district, to have these things for our students, that it creates a well-rounded student.
I'm not sure what is more overwhelming for the kids, seeing how many other people are coming out to see their work, because through the people it's really hard to see the artwork, or seeing all the different artwork on the walls. I'm not sure, as an art teacher, I love seeing all the different artwork on the walls because I get different ideas for my own classroom. As a student, we need to find one and ask them.
My favorite part is seeing my art on the posters.
My favorite part of the show is looking at all the high school art, because next year I'll be in high school and I get to see what I'll be doing.
My favorite part is that a lot of people get to see my art.
I'm having a great time. I'm looking at all these beautiful pieces.